supply line, hot and cold. So make sure, I mean, this is not really matters, but I always try to make sure the red or orange, side go to hot, and then the blue or white, I leave it on my right side. That's gonna be cold side, and this is the part that's come with the faucet. That's hot. That's cool. You put it to your right, so you not confuse, yourself. So you put everything that's going to, right side, you put them to the right side. Everything that's going to the left, you leave it to the left. This is the head. All right. So, I had a small problem installing this before. So as soon as I'm done, install that for my customer. So what happened, anytime I turn on or open the hot or cold, water never wanna come with force, or there's a restrict on the water. So I was frustrated. I disconnect the water supply line to my faucet, and I use a bucket to see if the problem is from the water, source, but it's not. I have full pressure all the time. And then at the end, I discover there is a small part that's inside this board. It's inside. Let me see if I still have it here. Yes. It's this little, aerator. Instead of having that at the tips of the faucet, so they put that inside. So that's not good. I mean, it's good because it's been engineered by the company that's made it. But if you don't know that, you will spend a full day just to figure it out, or you're not gonna get paid, because if there's no water pressure at all, so your customer is not gonna be satisfied. So this is the piece here. I take that off, and then everything will be good and perfect. So I'm gonna show you guys how to do that right now. Let's go. Okay. Be careful for not using that little screws. And you pull that out. Pull it out. So it's right there. It's right inside. So you gotta take it off. But if you don't take it off, so the regular faucets, okay, they usually have an aerator right at the end, so you can take any pliers, or you can use your finger or your hand. You loose that up and you clean the aerator. So this one is different. You cannot do that with this one. So if you don't take that aerator, like inner aerator out, so what's gonna happen is your customer always gonna hold you back, because especially if the water quality is not good, it's always come with sediment or dirt, whatever it is, it's gonna block that little aerator that's inside a faucet. So you're always gonna get a call back. So you have to take that off. do, you take the flat part. It's easy to take off. Easy to take off. Do it like this. There you go. He's out. So now you have a full part, so water will get through pretty good without any restrict. And then that's it. So what you do, you put that back the same way. That's it. So this part is good. And then another trick. The faucet itself comes with water supply lines. So what I discovered on the water supply line that's come with the faucet itself, there is a strainer, but with the strainer that's at the end of the water, supply line inside here, it is so thin, and when you try to tight this to your to your emergency stop valve under your sink, so what's gonna happen is you always gonna get some leak because it's so thin. So when you try to tighten it up, you try to tight, and then what's gonna happen is, for some reason, it's keep going smaller and smaller, and then when you turn on your water, you still get leaks. So what I did to avoid because time is money, you have to you don't have just one job, you have multiple customer you have to take care of. So do yourself a favor, get the regular water supply lines. Okay, so they better than what's come with the faucet. Do yourself that big favor, so you avoid spending time figure it out why, and then that's experience talk. I've been doing that for a long time, so I know exactly if I do have this, where to go to stop that. If I do have that, where to go to stop that. So if you listen, that will help you, in the job site, to move faster and get the job done, quicker. Okay. So these two pieces going under. I put it there. This piece also is going under. I leave it there, and then you look. You get your position right. So your position. So your faucet's gonna go this way. Close, open, close, open. So before I even put it there, I put my water supply line first. Because if you put the water supply after, it's gonna be, too hard to get that done. So I always put my water supply line before I even put my my faucet handle in place, especially when I'm dealing with 2-handle faucet. You have to hold back because this is copper, and it's soft to be copper. If you don't do that, you will definitely, twist the copper, and what's gonna happen is you're still gonna have leak, and it's gonna be a major leak. You don't want to do that because I'm on the 7th floor right now. So this is very important to me. That's one. That's the hot side. This is the trick that I always learn. You know, you put everything where it belongs. If it's not gonna be up here, don't leave any parts of up here. If your parts, you know, whatever part it is going under, you know, to tight your faucet and all that, make sure you leave them down there. Don't put them here, because you're gonna keep looking for, you know, parts, and then hey, minutes, you know, time will just flying. So you don't want that to happen to you. All right. So you got right and left handle, like cold and hot, already in place. So now we're dealing with the head part. You make sure you put that ring before you even put the faucet down, because if you don't do that, any water, you know, have chances to go right underneath and go right inside the cabinet. You don't want that to happen. And then that's the tool part that's come with it to tight the head. This, and then what I use to tighten that up, I use a mooring key. If you do have your kitchen sink mooring, you know, you install, sometimes always save that. Save that, you're gonna need it. And that's what I use to actually tighten that up, because this faucet doesn't come with any, keys to tighten anything. So if you don't have that, I know you could use a baby channel lock or something else, but let me tell you, when you don't have space, trust me man, space matters. Come in. Come in.
Ahora dijiste en español. You told me you was speaking Spanish. Oh my God.